Jamie Little joined now by the man, Kevin Pierce. Hey, you're becoming like a veteran announcer now, man. What's it been like? You're wearing 3D glasses. You've been checking it out. What do you think?
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's been awesome, you know. Can't snowboard, so I need to stay occupied in some way, and you know, this is about the best way to do it, hanging out with you guys. I'm having a good time, so I'm enjoying this.
How about watching 3D? You're watching yourself on the monitors, this weird-looking camera. What do you think?
I know it's kind of weird seeing myself over there,
You're
but
having fun like this.
I know,
jump out there.
Mega Mo 3D.
You feel like a kid. 3D is actually a lot of fun.
My eyes are so messed up now. I haven't been able to see it the whole weekend, and I just put on the glasses, and I was able to see it for the first time. And I was saying how cool it is. Everyone at home's got to be so excited because, I mean, it's just amazing to see these guys popping out at you, and you're just like, whoa.
It's awesome,
so
and the event coming up, Big Air. These guys are going to go off. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to sit back. We're going to watch it with you at home. Put on your glasses. Me and Kev will be here. Let's go over to the guys calling it.
Look out.
Welcome, friends. Snowboarding Big Air Elimination kicking off right now under the lights here on a crisp evening in Aspen. Here are your contestants for Heat 1. Mikkel Bang, Mr. Scotty Lego, Mark McMorris, Tyler Flanagan, and Torstein Horgmo. The keys to success to get it done in Big Air. Kier, give them to me.
Well, the difficulty of the trick, they want to see if you're flipping twice or switch spinning, execution, and of course the details. They're looking for hand drags, how long you hold the grabs. The judges are going to be very critical tonight.
And right off the bat, Mikkel Bang from Oslo, Norway, qualified 5th today in slopestyle.
A nice backside rodeo, starting things off, mellow style.
All right, folks, it's going to be 2 heats, 15-minute jam sessions. The best 2 scores per rider are what's going to count. And we're going to take the top 2 riders from each heat, and they will advance. Taking a look there at Mikkel. I would call that just a setup, getting warmed up type of trick. Now you're asking, well, what happened to the 3rd place guy? The 3rd place finisher with the highest score from the 2 heats, that person will advance to our final. So we'll pay attention to that 3rd spot. Next up, young Mark McMorris, 17 years old, qualified 3rd in slopestyle today. No doubt he is feeling it.
And a backside double cork 1080. Already dropping some hammers.
Well, it's funny, you know, when you're 17, there's no need for the setup. Just throw the double cork. 2 full flips, 3 full rotations, and that's the now trick. Double cork 1080s. Who knew?
And just look at the score. A 30 shows that the judges are leaving room for people to throw out some extremely difficult tricks. This is a Big Air contest. Tyler Flanagan, nice backside 1260.
Yeah, young Tyler from Mammoth Lakes, California, 17 years old. On the road a lot, so he's a homeschooled kid. He takes school classes basically online. Nice, gorgeous look at our jump there as we see Tyler coming into that 40-degree pitch. Torstein Horgmo from Oslo, Norway, landed the first ever triple cork in July. You can see it right now. Just log on to YouTube. The thing's got about 80-some thousand views of this triple cork. It doesn't make any sense. He does the double corks on lock. He's been battling a rib injury. He broke a rib in January filming a street trick, and it kind of affects his spin, his cork, but not that much.
Frontside 1080 double cork, and I was speaking with the judges and asking them what made a trick harder than another, and they were saying the frontside 1080 double cork is harder than the backside 1080 double cork because at the end it's closed off, meaning that your last rotation is blind. You can see right here, boom, blind. You have to feel where the landing is. The backside double cork 1080, you would actually get to see it a little bit. And Nickel bang with the nice front side 360, and he pulled out of the method contest. He is in the finals for the slopestyle, so I'm wondering if he's saving himself or just going for 1 or 2 bangers and calling it.
You know, Mikkel had a big slam in slopestyle the other day on the final hit, but you know what? Nothing to be taken away from a frontside 360. It's a classic trick in snowboarding. It's not going to win you a big air contest, but nonetheless, stoked to see it go down.
A solid side tape from Scotty Lego, and the session 15 minutes long, but you have to quickly get some points on the board, because the 15 minutes, you get in a bad rut and start falling, the time fades away quickly. And Scotty right there, you can see spotting a landing, frontside 1080, stomps it like it's his job.
Scotty Lego riding with his jaw essentially wired shut. Scotty heard it in the backcountry, filming with Travis Rice. It was actually wired shut. Now it's rubber banded shut. It's a miracle that he's been here competing, and he's competing in 4 disciplines. The only rider to be doing so. As we see Mark McMorris coming in hot.
Double cork, a cab double cork 900. And just to show the difference in score, Lego frontside 1080, 26. Horgmo frontside 1080 double cork, 10 points higher, showing how the judges are reflecting the double corks. And right there, McMorris with the double cork 900, or cab, sorry, 900.
Unbelievable. At 17 years old, the kid can just come up here and throw down. Judges dropping that last score of 28. Remember, these scores that you see above, they are out of a possible 50 points. 50 points obviously being perfect. We're going to take the best 2 scores and add them together. The first and second place finisher automatically moving on into our final heat. That third place finisher, he will wait and be on the bubble and go up against the third place finisher in our second heat, as we see Tyler Flanagan sending it.
Going for the backside 1260. He's probably trying to double, but you gotta break the axis to go completely upside down twice if you want to get the label of a double cork. Dips it once and opens up before he dips it again, but still 1260, 3.5 full rotations.
There was a time when you could just throw these many rotations and the judges would not be so particular.
Oh, there's a time when a 1260 no grab almost might win a contest.
Exactly. Like, oh, he just did a 1260. But now with the advent of spinning and flipping at the same time, absolutely changing the game. And nobody really knows how to do that better than Torstein Horgmo, who finished in the silver position last year. And Torstein, man, he's such a mellow cat for somebody who throws down so big.
Yeah, it was so cool watching him talk about how when he came in here, like watched X Games on TV, then showed up and won the big air. It's like you almost forget the magnitude of this contest to these guys. One. Ooh! The cab double cork 1080.
And he sent it way down the landing. Remember, we told you that you want to land in that sweet spot. That blue line is 75 feet. Look at where Torstein lands, right perfectly in the sweet spot.
And again, coming in blind. This is one of those tricks that are closed off when you're coming into the landing, so that should be another big score for Horgmo.
Right around the 7.5 minute mark here in Heat 1 of Snowboard Big Air Elimination. And we are loving it under the lights on a Friday night. Hey, X Games 15 coverage continuing on ESPN2 tomorrow, friends. The finals of men's snowboard slopestyle. You'll see Mark McMorris, Scotty Lego, and Torstein Horgmo for sure in there. Then at 7 p.m. Eastern, ESPN crowning a gold medal winner in ski big air and women's snowboard superpipe. Winter X Games 15 tomorrow. That's a nice full plate of activity tomorrow.
That's how we do it. And McMorris, run number 3, and going for just a nice backside 540. And as I brought up before, 15 minutes seems like a long time, but Horgmo already with the 74.
That was Mikkel Bang there. Next in, Scotty Lego. So he wants to drop that lower score of a 24.
Ooh, switch backside 1260. Unfortunately, just not getting his position right. And even though he's not going upside down on that trick, a switch backside 1260 is rates high up on the scale of difficulty.
Well, for the friends at home unfamiliar for your first time, explain to them why it's switch.
Well, switch means that you're coming in backwards, you're spinning blind off the lip, and then at 1260s, 3.5 full rotations, traveling 100 feet. Then you got to stop yourself and drop the landing gear.
Ooh. Young Mark McMorris from Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Kind of a close one there on the landing for him. Let's take a look.
Pops it, gets the grab, you can tell. A lot of times when these athletes are trying to really torque their spins, they carve off the lip, and that's exactly what happened there. He carved and just carved a little too far.
In perfect view of our follow cam. Big thanks to those cameramen on the skis, risking it to give us extra perspective. Tyler Flanagan coming in with speed.
Oh! Tyler working on the backside 1260.
Now we mentioned at the beginning, on this drop-in, it's a 40-degree pitch. We'll get you, we have a radar gun. We'll get you the speed to just give you perspective of what happens in that short time of dropping in to that 75-foot kicker. And Torstein, as we mentioned, battling, recovering broken rib on his left side. I was talking to him on Wednesday at practice, and he said, it feels like I have 2 ribs broken, maybe like one in the front, one in the back. And it really affects him the most when he has to contort his body, you know, ball up to spin, to get that spin. But Torstein not afraid. Taking a look at it here on our fly cam.
Ooh, frontside double cork, 1080.
I mean, really.
Now that is a repeat. The score of 36 was that same trick.
It
so
might have even
cleaner. Holds his grab and releases. And again, as I said, it's so blind. If you slow your rotation down and you don't get that around perfectly, it's lights out.
Yeah, you're going to get a view of the mountain from the ground up. Look at how he unwinds out of that, and then just every time he lands, it's just like, I'm Torstein Horgmo, I own this landing. So Horgmo with a 38 there, upping his score by 2 points. Mickelbang, like we said earlier, seems like he's just gonna save it for the slopestyle final. He's got way more tricks than this, but these guys have been competing all day. Everyone's got different energy levels. This is where it gets close. Under 3 minutes to go, right around 2, Scotty Lego is only 8 points behind McMorris. If he throws down a banger, he could jump in front of him.
He needs it right here. And there it is, switch backside 1260. He fell on it twice before and look for a banger here. He can get a 36 on this trick. Snaps it off, gets the grab, gets a nice cork, and knows how long he holds the grab around. And it's so hard to slow your rotation down when you're spinning. Starts off cork, turning his head. And I'll just let the pitchers do the talking.
Finding that landing and coming around sweet. And again, doing that trick switch. Lego with a 40 and bumps himself in front of McMorris. The young man's got some work to do.
And just to show the difficulty of the switch backside 1260, that's the highest score we've seen tonight. And he didn't go upside down twice.
So the judges rewarding that difficulty. Great perspective here of McMorris.
And with 1 minute left, Flanagan needs to get rid of that 15. So you get a 39 or a 40. And he's got the tricks.
Under a minute to go.
He's going for the backside 1260. Nope. That is not going to be enough.
With 40 seconds to go, it's interesting. Horgmo in first. Should he take his run and then Mikkel take his run while there's still time, I believe that each rider within the heat would get to take their last run. So time of the essence right now, and I don't think that it's going to happen. Torstein's still sitting up top.
Torstein should be like, oh, where's my board? Oh.
Sometimes a guy, when he's in this position, will just kind of bow out and be like,
Yeah.
I don't need to take this run. But
That's what he should do.
Torstein's going to do it, which means
He's going to put pressure on Lego.
it's not even. He's just going to be the last dude.
There it is.
So he's literally saving Lego. He could have opted to not taking a run, let Mikkel or Scotty go, which would have allowed everybody to get one more turn. But Horgmo is the end of the rider list. He'll take the last run, and we will finish as such. Torstein in first, Lego in second, and young Mark McMorris, who qualified third in slopestyle today, he will be the man on the bubble with that 58 score. So we'll pay attention to that 58 score. Remember that number 58 when we head into the second heat. And that was a victory lap for Torstein, a nice, styly ollie backside 360. What a session, man. That was interesting, especially the way Lego took advantage. He knew where the clock was and said, I got to send it. But first, let's take a look at how Torstein got it done.
Torstein came out early, dropped the frontside double cork 1080, and then followed it up. 2 solid hits for Torstein, and you want to get it done early and apply the pressure, make everyone else fold and chase you, and then you can sit back, relax, but if you got to turn it on.
I just love how angry he looks when he lands. It's just like, I own you. And Scotty Lego.
And the switch backside 1260.
All right, heat 2. Let's line them up and show you who will be dropping and spinning the win. Eric Willett, Sage Kotzenberg, Mr. Marco Grillick, Seb Toots, Sebastian Toutin, and Haldor Helgason, our defending gold medalists. Once again, same as the first heat. This is a 15-minute jam session. We will take the top 2 scores. 1 and 2 will immediately move on to the final. And remember that bubble position. Mark McMorris is sitting in the bubble from the first heat with a score of a 58. So whoever finishes with 58 or higher is automatically going to move on.
And Eric Willett dropping in, switch backside double cork 1080. Already off the bat, that would be a huge trick to land. And taking note from the first round, Scotty Lego, switch backside 9 and switch backside 1260. You just need 2 solid tricks to get it done.
Here comes young Sage Kotzenberg.
Oh! Cab, double cork 1260. And these boys are heating it up in round 2. Coming in switch, pops it once, 3.5 rotations, back to forward, and Sage just needs a little more airtime like the guys at Science were talking about. A little extra speed, a little more airtime, and it's all done.
What was it, another 0.58 seconds of airtime?
Which was like 8 miles per hour faster. 85 miles per hour, you stick your head out the window.
58.
When you stick your head out the window in a car, that is fast.
I had to dry my dreadlocks real quick.
And ooh, that was a textbook backside double cork 1080 from Marco Grillick.
Marco Grillick and Sage Kotzenberg worked really hard today trying to make it into that slopestyle final. Just missed in the window, so no doubt they got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder heading to Big Hair tonight looking for a little redemption.
And off to a good start, a 31. As we said, the judges claiming that backside double cork 1080 is one of the easier of the double corks.
And here comes Sebastian Toutin, Seb Toots. Oh!
Sending it deep. The exact same trick that we saw Marco Grillick do, but
he sent that to the he sent it to the flat bottom.
Coming in, launches, pops it once, twice.
Oh man, it looked like he dropped out the sky.
And when we were talking about the execution of tricks, sending it deep, definitely falls into that bucket.
Young knees, 18 years old, Sebastian Touton, who qualified first in slopestyle today. And here is the dude, the guy who doesn't come in with a plan, is not real competitive, his aim to have as much fun as possible. Last year, that ended up in gold. We'll see what happens right now for Haldor Helgason.
I kind of missed the Helgason.com. You know, that was so steezy last year.
The mustache.
That was like his power move.
Check out the fly cam. You can appreciate the speed.
1, 2, ooh. And remember, they're traveling 100 feet while spinning those 3 rotations and 2 flips. Gets the pop, the grab, fully inverted, coming in blind as we talked about. And when you come in blind, finding that, get your legs under you perfectly is very difficult.
Does it ever like cease to amaze you the way dudes just kind of walk away from crashes like that? Like, oh, no big deal.
Yeah, every day.
Eric Willett.
Switch, backside double cork 1080. Extremely difficult. He's taking off backwards. He's going down that 40-degree in-run switch. All of his pop, his spin, all of that is unnatural. Able to find his landing, and that was the banger he was looking for.
So the high score so far, Sebastian Touton with a 30. And Eric Willett with a score of a 36 for that switch double.
Coming in switch. Ooh, he's going for the cab double cork 1260. Extremely difficult. He has 10 minutes left. He needs 2 solid stomp tricks. This is where the strategy comes in. Do you keep going for this trick knowing that if you land it, you're going to have a 40? Or do you revert, tone it down a little bit, and get a couple of solid tricks under your belt?
Interesting scenario there, because the judges want to see 2 different distinct tricks. But if you leave a trick that you're getting close to and go to another one, then how hard do you have to work to get back to it?
Sometimes you got to clear your mind. Sometimes you get in that rut and almost going back. We saw Mikkel Bang do that last year. He went back to a different trick and then came back and landed it.
All right. So 2 schools of thinking there. Stick with it or leave it and come back. Marko Grilic.
Another nicely stomped trick. Not getting upside down twice, so I'm not looking for a big score on that one.
Sebastian Touton. Seb Toots, they call him, and he has been the talk of snowboarding for quite some time this season. And there you see why. He makes it look way, way too easy.
Frontside double cork 1080, and that was textbook.
And he knows how to win these events. He won that Oakley, Aaron Styles, Shaun White event in Beijing in December with that double cork cab 1260.
The only thing I could take away from this trick from him was that his cork wasn't completely upside down. When you see Torstein Horgmo, the way he does it, he's completely upside down, and that's when you get into the 40 range.
And you see that with Haldor as well. They both get as upside down as you can.
Maybe he'll give us one right here. Oh, there you go. Ooh. And did you see the access, though? His head coming in is completely upside down.
And if you think that it says loser on the bottom of Helgason's board, it actually says lobster. There is the guy on the bubble, Mark McMorris, 18 years old. He's sitting on that score of a 58.
And Willett, the guy that can knock him out. Oh, a switch. Backside double cork 1260. That would just be dynamite.
He almost landed in the parking lot.
Ooh. And that's exactly how Scotty Lego busted his jaw in the compression. Watch when he lands here. If your chin hits your knee, you got to split it. And oof.
It just goes to show you the type of force that you're landing with when you're coming across a 75-foot gap at, you know, anywhere from 40 to 50 plus miles an hour. spin in the wind.
And Sage dropping in switch.
And he needs to do some work here sitting on these 214s.
Get it. There it is. Cab double cork 1260. Remember when just normal double corks were enough?
I do, briefly.
Dips it. Oh, and just stomps it.
I love how right in the beginning you see him just unwind to pull in and spin the wind. Remember, Sage Kotzenberg, 17 years of age. This dude's still in high school. Unbelievable.
I'm looking for a big score.
Yeah, they're gonna give him love. And there it is, a 43 for Kotzenberg.
That's the highest score we've seen of the day, and well-deserved.
Marko Grlic from Slovenia, 27 years of age. He's the elder statesman of this group. And like you said, you get in ruts. You either like find a rhythm where you're making everything, and you find a rhythm where you just can't find your rhythm.
Yeah, Grlic needs to find his rhythm. Kotzenberg dug deep. It took him 3 tries to get it, but look at the score, 43. All he has to do is a 720 pretty much on this next hit, and he's going to the finals, so.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this kid? Like, really?
Seb Toots dropping it.
Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Coming off 1260. Switch backside 1260.
But what strikes me is the amount of air awareness for this much rotation, where he's so calm in the air. Look at him with the Michael Jordan tongue out, like, I got this.
And I made a mistake. It's a backside 1260 either way. A big trick.
So a 42 for Duton, sitting on 2 strong scores. Haldor gets some, Helgeson.
And he had been looking for a trick. Frontside double cork 1080, fully inverted.
Stomps the landing.
Just needs one more of those.
So that's definitely gonna bump him up. There's Mark McMorris sitting on that score again of a 58. He knows he's the bubble dude right now.
Yeah, and I hate to say it for him, but Helgeson, Kotzenberg, he's got some people on his tail with 4 minutes left.
Oh, it's close. I mean, it's real close, but anything's possible here with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Ooh!
What happened there?
On takeoff, he just did not have enough energy to explode off the lip. I mean, you got to really jump up to do 2 full flips.
Let's take a look at it.
It's a little lazy style, fighting it around, and like the science guys say, you got to have the amplitude to be able to pull off that many rotations.
Oh, he's going to feel that one in the morning, no doubt. All right, Sage Kotzenberg, he should find some rhythm now. Wants to lose that score of a 14, replace it with something bigger. Probably going to, not even probably, he's going to do so. For sure. We'll see what that means.
Backside double cork 1080. Let's take a look at it. Locks it in. Stomp. Like you said, 14. And you got a 43. Even if this is a 32, it's lights out.
Well, we await that score. Marko Grlic knows that all it takes is another good full pull, and he could definitely be out of the bubble. You wonder if he knows about that score of a 58.
All he needs to
that McMorris is sitting on. 28 for Kotzenberg. So now we've got Duton with a 77, Kotzenberg with a 71, and Willett, Grlic, or Helgeson all knocking on the door.
All he needs
of
is
Mark
28.
McMorris's 58.
Needs a 28 right here. Ooh.
He's all right. We love a good slam that ends with a smile at X Games. And that just gives you perspective in how hard and bulletproof and icy it is underneath that layer of snow on this land. Watch again.
Just coming around and lost his bounce, like you said. You can't even stop, it's so slick out there.
Well, fortunately, getting caught up in that webbing, and Grillick stands up and says, let me take a bow.
Now Teuton
He's happy to be in one piece.
Now Teuton is the leader right now with 77. There's 2 minutes left on the clock, and Helgeson, our gold medal winner from last year, he only needs a 22. I mean, any trick that he did today in the slopestyle run would give him that score.
So yeah, you're right there, close. A 21 is actually what Helgeson needs with under 2 minutes to go. Does he do one of the harder tricks he's been trying, or does he pull back a little bit and say, hey, let me just go after Mark McMorris's 58? We'll see. Here he comes. Oh. Oh my gosh.
In the backside double cork 1080, that is one of the easier ones for him. He knows he just dodged the bullet.
Oh, indeed.
Like roulette.
McMorris again putting in an amazing performance in slopestyle today, qualifying third. How stoked would he be to make 2 finals in one day?
But with Willett going here, he has to dodge Willett. Then Helgeson's going to be able to take another run, so he's got to pretty much dodge 2 more bullets.
Yeah, he looks stressed out for real. Eric Willett looking to drop that score of a 16.
And I question the strategy on that jump.
I think right from takeoff, he didn't do what he wanted to do, and you saw it kind of was over before it started. So every guy right now will get at least another jump. Since Eric Willett was the first in that series of 5, when the clock goes to 0, all 4 other riders, including Kostenberg right now, get their last shot. For Kostenberg, this is just practice. He's in.
Mellow backside double cork 1080.
Just casual, just feeling it. But really, Grillick and Helgeson, these 2 here, they are going to be the make or break for young Mark McMorris to see whether or not he makes 2 finals in the same day.
And Helgeson, the gold medal winner from last year, a 15 is not a high score to have to replace.
No, not when you scored 2 perfect scores last year?
Yeah.
That's right, he had 2 perfect scores last year in the course of the event. So we know he's capable of taking it completely out of the stratosphere.
And Grillick passed.
So it looks like, yeah, Grillick has passed. Teuton will take another practice jump, if you will, for the final. You know he's going to send it.
Oh!
It's amazing that he can even contemplate landing that deep. But it's the beauty of youth, being 18.
You even have the air awareness to know who you are.
All right, for Mark McMorris, this is going to be it. And how ironic that it's our defending gold medalist, Haldor Helgeson, who is fighting for the bubble spot to make it into the final. Now again, Haldor is not Mr. Competitive. He's not Mr. like, okay, I'm gonna kill it right now. In his mind's eye, he's like, I'm gonna do a trick that feels good, and hopefully this will make it out for me to make the final.
Backside double cork 1080. Here it is.
Shocker. An absolute shocker. And Haldor Helgeson not moving on to the final. And look at young Mark McMorris. He's in shock. He can't even believe it. He's like, I just beat Halldor Helgason.
I'm in shock. This is the easiest of the doubles. He just did not have the torque that he needed to get it all the way around.
And for McMorris, it's got to be a dream day, like beyond dream day. You're 18 years old, and first you make the final. You beat out Shaun White and make it into the final in slopestyle. Now you beat out Halldor Helgason into the final of Big Air. Unbelievable. We have our final 5 set. Sebastian Toutant, though, the man in this heat.
Throwing all kinds of doubles. Sebastian, the man to beat. Locking it in, committing to his doubles. And at 1260, you just don't want to throw that rotation out like it's nothing.
I like the Michael Jordan steez there at the end with the tongue out, like, yeah. And then young Sage Katzenberg, we saw him in the sports science. He applied that science in his heat.
And he gets his 1260 as well, locks in the grab.
Well, here are the 5 guys moving on under the lights. Young Mark McMorris, Scotty Lego, Sage Katzenberg, Torstein Horgmo, and Sebastian Toutant. There is your final. Woo! Next up, Scotty Lego, who won a gold in our best method event earlier. How much would he like double gold, Kier?
Oh, switch backside 1260. And I like his strategies. Like, I'm warm from the qualifiers, the elimination round. Let me just go out there and drop a hammer. Pops it once, twice, 3.5 times, switch backside 1260. And he got a score of a 40 on the first and during the eliminations for this trick, but not able to set it down as smooth as he did in the elimination round. So he'll be docked a few points for that.
Scotty Lego doing it for his hometown of Seabrook, New Hampshire. You know they're watching tonight. Next up, that young buck, Sage Katzenberg out of Park City, Utah, 17 years old. This kid recovering from collarbone surgery. He had a plate, 8 screws in it this summer, but doesn't look like he's bothering them as we see him load up to spin to win.
Coming in switch. And a cab double cork 1080. Sage was able to drop a 1260 that gave him the highest score through the elimination round. So warming up with a nice, there it is one more time, cab double cork 1080. Remember, that's 2 flips, 3 full spins.
Nice and easy for Katzenberg, and you can see he is psyched. So scores up on the board, Lego with a 38, Katzenberg with a 35, and here's Torstein Horgmo, who has just been a warrior these whole last 6 weeks, riding with a broken rib that hurts every time he spins, but you would not be able to tell from that double cork.
Now it's an extremely inverted frontside double cork 1080. Pops it off, goes completely upside down 2 times, almost eliminating some of the rotation.
Look at the way he muscles out these landings.
And as we talked about during the elimination round, his back coming in blind, judges scoring that trick more difficult than the backside double cork 1080 and reflected with a 38.
Sebastian Toutant, Seb Toots they call him, on a roll from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Qualified first today in slopestyle with a 97, no doubt, feeling the momentum as he is coming in with the fly cam.
And going for his frontside double cork 1080.
Well, we talked earlier about now that everyone has a different variation of the double cork, the judges really paying attention to how upside down you get as well as spinning those 3 rotations. Ooh, that was upside down.
And McMorris with the cab, double cork 1260.
Watch the way he comes out of this into the landing. Mega.
Takes off switch, spins 3.5 full rotations, locks in the grab, 2 full flips, and lands going forward. Look at the flex in the board. Ooh!
That was serial. Definitely going to get more than 11 for that, and the highest score so far of 41. Degree of difficulty strong on that one. Scotty Lego, his first final here in Big Air.
Double. Whoa! Did you see the pop off the lip?
You know, he almost landed in the corral with the fans.
I would like to see him do the trick he broke his jaw on, which is a switch double rodeo 1080. That would score nicely here tonight.
Kira is referring to is Scotty Lego was in the backcountry filming with Brainstorm Pictures and Travis Rice, and took a knee to the chin, broke his jaw. It was wired shut. Now it's held together by a series of rubber bands.
And remember, this is the same trick that Kotzenberg during the elimination round took him 3 times to land the cab double cork 1260. So see if he stays with that strategy of just hammering it until he lands it solid.
You mentioned in the earlier heats that sometimes you want to walk away from a trick, do another trick that comes a little easier, and then come back to it. And some guys just stay hammering on that same trick. And for Sage, it seems like that's what's working for him.
Yeah, it paid off. He got a score of a 43.
Torstein Horgmo has to be a bit worn out, as well as all of these guys who've been riding all day. We saw them in slopestyle earlier today, a long practice tonight, and you see him just reaching for that rib. Torstein broke a rib on January 11th, filming at a street session in Oslo, Norway, and now every time he compacts to spin, he says he's in excruciating pain.
Oh, there it is! Oh, going for the triple.
We had not seen Torstein try that triple cork at all, not in practice, not any time today. This guy is built of something else. Goggles coming off the face, and the fans appreciating that he's putting it on the line right now.
Hops it once, twice. And as the science guy said, you need that extra bit of time in the air. You can tell he's extremely comfortable. And we've been talking about coming in blind, and it just shows what happens when you don't lay it down properly.
I did not see that coming, and how much he's been talking about the pain he was in. Oh my God, Sebastian Dutin. Serious Seb Toots.
Backside 1260. Let's take another look at it. Looking close to a double cork. We'll let the judges figure that one out.
Someone hit me on Twitter. I said that Torstein Horgmo's triple cork video had 86,000 views, and that was at the beginning of X Games. Now it's up to 171,000 views. So if you want to see what it is that Torstein is trying, go on to YouTube right now and just hit Torstein triple cork, and you'll see that it's really possible.
And McMorris with a solid backside double cork 1080. He's sitting there with a 41. Looking good. Locks into grab. That's about as clean as you can pull that trick.
So definitely going to drop that 11. He does so with a 32. And now that total score of a 73. Dutin still, though, in first. But what will it mean if Horgmo was to make that triple?
That'll be game over.
A wrap. Give him the 50 points.
Lego dropping his switch. Could this be the double switch double? 1, 2. Oh! And he's safe.
The mere fact that he comes in blind like that, and you saw when he landed, he had to make sure that his face.
Oops. Gotta do that one again.
He heard him. He said, not going to do that one again. And here's why. Watch.
Oh, and you can see his
You see,
body getting all twisted up.
and he had to literally press and keep his jaw off the ground. And again, coming off of that broken jaw wired shut.
Sage going for the cab, double cork 1260, and he gets it. Persistency paying off.
We're having a party, friends. The way these guys push each other.
And lands it clean. Sweet spot, they call it that for a reason.
There's Torstein. He didn't say anything about his rib, just exchanging the new goggles. Will he try that triple again? Woo! So it looks like there was a situation where Seb Toots was going to go, but Torstein wants to take his run.
Yeah, you got to go in order.
Yeah, he's supposed to go in order. He was getting his gear together, getting new goggles, etc. And after that slam, you know, if you're one of the fellow riders, you think, well, maybe he's not going to go. Maybe he's broken off. But this is Torstein Horgmo, and he's like, no, I'm going to take my run. Take a look at this crash again, and also take a look at the time that's passing.
And the triple cork, again, clipping his heel edge. You can only imagine the impact.
And with that, again, with that broken rib pain, just the determination of this dude. Look at the focus in his eyes.
I'm wondering if he's gonna go for it again.
I think we're gonna watch the big Norwegian go for it one more time. Here he goes. Oh my God. Oh man.
And the jump that he did this off of on YouTube was a lot bigger, so you can see how fast he's engaging at 1, 2, 3, and you can't get any closer.
I'm trying not to be the dude who screams all the time, but I'm screaming inside because that was crazy. We saw him actually get a look and put it down. Pay attention to the clock, folks. Only 2 minutes and 30 to go. Sebastian Toutan in first place right now with that score of a 79.
2.5 minutes left.
At the very least, we're going to see Torstein Horgmo and each rider get at least one more run. This is exciting, man. And how crazy would it be for young Sebastian if he won? McMorris needing a
39
to take the lead.
Coming in switch. Oh, that cab double cork 1080. That trick has enough points in it to get it done.
You said that the judges
really
feel like that, of the double cork variations, that's the one.
Yeah, judges rewarding the cab double cork 1260. In the elimination round, that was the highest scored trick with a 43, Sage Kotzenberg. Now, Toutan's sitting there with a 79, but he's not safe.
No, not at all. Scotty Lego said he's not going to try that double backside rodeo again.
He is coming in switch, though.
Oh, I take it back.
He meant he wasn't going to fall, is what he meant.
So close.
Unfortunately, the revert at the end, meaning that he didn't hold the line in the direction that he was hoping. See, he lands forward and then slides out. Judge is going to dock him points and reflect it with the 21, but
if he would have landed that switch double backside rodeo,
that would have been proper.
We'd be having a conversation right now. Under a minute to go. Now, because McMorris went, every rider will get another run, despite not every rider, I'm sorry, Kotzenberg, Horgmo, and Toutan will get one run.
Backside double cork.
Is that going to be enough?
Try to get one more. All right. I slipped. It looked like here it is again. Now backside 1080. reverting around the 1260 again. Not a clean landing. So Kotzenberg, that was not the jump he was looking for. Now Horgmo, south, set us up.
Torstein Horgmo made a triple cork in July online. He put it up on YouTube and it became a sensation. If he does it here at Winter X Games 15, he will undoubtedly win X Games Big Air and knock out Sebastian Toutant and make Winter X Games history. He needs a score of a 42. Here he goes.
First ever landed triple cork, X Games history.
I love my job. I love my job. This guy, I don't know what they make him of in Norway, but he is a monster. Scandinavian pit bull.
Now, he needs a 42.
There was a little bit of a drag. I don't want to be that dude, but I'm just saying it's a contest. We'll show the replay, show the landing. The judges no doubt talking about it right now, but I don't care. When it's the first of something, there's got to be a little bit of a stretch there.
And it's not even the first of something adding a rotation. It's a full another flip. Oh, that was like a finger drag.
That was like dragging your hand in the barrel. You know, minor.
Oh, the judges got their work cut out for him.
Broken rib. He feels like he has 2 broken ribs. Let's wait for the score. Landed this trick in May, not July. As I said earlier, we haven't seen it since. And the score! A 42, that's what he needed. Torstein Horgmo bumps himself up in front of Sebastian Toutant. But wait, Sab Toots needs a 36 to take him out. #1 qualifier in slopestyle today, knocking out Shaun White. In the process, is he going to be a giant killer twice in one day?
Frontside double cork 1080 would get it done. And there it is.
Ooh. Wow.
That trick, the way you come in closed, how smoothly he just landed it and reflected from the scores I've seen today.
Hats off to all these guys. Just pushing each other to the brim. Either way, Horgmo's a winner.
And there it was. He got a 29.
Not enough. Torstein Horgmo getting gold. Second Big Air gold. Got his first one in 2008, and he did so making Winter X Games history. This is the first one he threw, was nowhere near a massive slam. And then Torstein getting back up, look at the focus in his eyes, and he sends it. Wow. Where does this rank? You know, double backflip, Travis Pastrana, 900, Tony Hawk.
He's just elevated it up a whole other level. We talk double corks, we're gonna be talking triple corks.
I put it in the same category in X Games history. Absolutely. Congratulations to Torstein, Sebastian Toutant, and Sage Kotzenberg. And that is going to do it for a crazy day 2 of Winter X Games 15.